I'm looking at the screen and I'm saying, welcome. I'm going to get stuck right in. And I haven't really listened to this since last week. All right, let's listen. Oh, that's a lot of reverb. Phoenix, how we doing? Thanks for jumping on. Change that bass a little bit. It's going to sound a bit weird for a minute. Oh, right. Forgot about this riff. I think I went back and did the drums again for this the next day. Oh, and the bass as well. I think the end gets a little bit weird because I was experimenting. There we go. Oh, g'day, Michael. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was going for there. Like a Latin kind of thing. There's really, I don't want to turn this into a Dream Theater song. Like, it doesn't need to be 12 minutes. So that structurally I think is fine. I think this might be kind of at that stage where I just need to just refine the takes, and maybe also sometimes when you are doing that sort of thing, when you are refining certain parts, you discover little ways that you could play bits differently and all that sort of thing. So maybe, I don't know, that might be something I save for a stream like that. I don't think I'm in the mood to do that today. I think I'm in the mood to create something today. So, how do you tend to finish fade out songs live? I've seen you play, but don't remember the detail. It's a really good question. Depends on the track. I'm trying to remember some of the Departed ones that we did. Oh, like maybe something like Strength from Failure. Maybe, yeah, Lenny, that's the one. Like this bit here where it dies down, it sort of dips. I do specifically remember on this one, we played this for about here. And then we went, and then just kind of ended it like that. We created like, I guess like a more of a chunkier kind of stop-starty kind of end for it, which was kind of cool. So I guess with fade outs and live, like I kind of like that it sort of opens up the opportunity to maybe do something different in a live setting that kind of almost gives the song its own character live. I think what I want to do is work on this. Now, I started working on on this already, which is cool. This is Studio One. Oh, nice. Got a real like a Tool-y kind of Thrice-y vibe to it, which I really like. Old Thrice-y kind of, not even old, like still kind of newish kind of Thrice, I guess. It's still in that same broken timing. Yeah, I think that's the loop there. I'm going to try and drop that down again. Whoops, made a mistake, but that's okay. I didn't mind that actually. That was kind of cool. Oh, I like it because that's the next note. I just wondering, what are you going to write a song about? Eggs. It's what the fan... Hello, Shah. The fans do want eggs. But then in their defense, we all want eggs. Ooh, I like that A actually. Ooh, let me try that. Yeah, I like that, eh? I think that's, and actually makes it really easy to transition between the two parts. Sometimes you just write a piece of music and it just immediately, you want to work on. Like I had to really fight to not work too hard on this because I knew I wanted to sort of do it in a stream, but it was just really inspiring. Not because it sounds amazing and all that. It's just like sometimes you just start doing something creatively and it spurs on the next creative thing and the next creative. So this was kind of that for me. I could hear it starting to develop in my head. I feel it with my art. I get it. If you want to work on it in return, which means you enjoy working on it, 100% sharp. Like that's exactly it. Like what you're doing is, not that it's not enjoyable anyway, but there's something about what you've just done that's really fueling it even more so. So yeah, 100% exactly the same thing. Lenny, off topic, what camera are you using? I don't know if I'm using myself some. You absolutely 100% should do that. Camera wise, so this camera here is actually was a gift from my lovely wife a couple of years ago for Christmas when I started doing streaming. She got it for me. And it's a Logitech C922 Pro stream webcam. So I can highly, highly recommend this. The other thing you can do too, if you want to do streaming and you want something, if you own a camera, already that's okay and it's got like a HDMI output on it, like for example, like this little crappy GoPro I bought off Buy Swap Sell for $25, which is an absolute steal, has a HDMI out on it. And what you can do is you can get these things on Amazon, which are these like USB to HDMI capture cards, and they're like $25. They're so cheap. I could plug in my really nice camera and you can basically use that as a webcam as well. So yeah, there you go. There's Streaming Minute with Adam B. Metal. For all your streaming needs. I'm going to jump on the kit because I want to give you guys a bit of a breakdown as to what I went with next. But I'm just going to play it because I kind of want to jam on these drums for a little bit to kind of get some of these ideas down. That's just stepchild. That's awful, Michael. Just that word substitute in the song. That's good. I'm glad it's hitting. That's awesome. You listen to a song with just riffs and stuff, and you're just like, yeah, it's okay. And then you add drums, and holy shit, it's unreal. Such a thrice feel to it. Maybe even a bit of Chevelle. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna take my jumper off because it's actually quite warm. I was playing and I was like starting to get real hot, and I was like, ugh. getting a bit silly with the snare definitely works. So you reckon that kind of chopped up section, maybe I need to jam on it for a second, because I really like it both ways. I like it. I like the broken up, short, choppy ones, and then I like the with this weird Latin kind of vibe going on at the moment. I don't know what that is, but you wouldn't do it the whole time, but switching over from the straighter beats. Yeah, okay. So you'd sort of go between the two. Hey Steve, how you doing? Thank you. It's great to be doing this thing. I love it. Hey Red, what's going on? Lenny. The drums sound good as they are. Hang on. Drums sound good just as they're on their own. Could be fun at the end, dropping the instruments out, finishing. Oh, yeah, that is a spicy idea. I like that a lot, actually. Let's listen to it. Eyes unclouded. Ears undrummed. It is not raining here at the moment, Red. It is... Well, it's kind of nothing. It's sort of just 15 degrees, I think, which is kind of the most boring of all degrees. I kind of like... So I'll go back a second. Hang on. I like this. Those slams on the snare kind of create this really nice, almost in a way, Lenny, kind of like what you were saying about artificially chopping those tails. In a way, the snare not accenting on the cymbal kind of does that in a way as well. I should do that on every single snare here. Yeah, something about those, Steve. I don't know. There's a real nice. I think actually Lenny put it really well before. He said something about giving it like this different energy, like a more energy probably. It's like an energetic feel. The question is, where does it go from here? Because I don't know how much variation there is in this song. If I'm using like that kind of post rock kind of inspiration, we'll say. Yeah, maybe, Lenny. Yeah. It's got that vibe to it, doesn't it? So, he's an excited boy. Alright, Alright, I'm going to stop it there. So, that's too early. That section's way too early. Now that I'm hearing it in context with everything else, if that is, just to put it in, give it a name, if that's a verse, then I feel like that should come in the second verse. And just to add more to it, take one of those away. So I think we need to make it 3. Sort of winding it back down. It doesn't sound half bad without drums in there. It needs something though. Using samples. The audio equivalent of lens flares in Photoshop. Yeah, so that's got way more impact than the second half. Thanks, Red. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we're sitting at around 4 minutes if that repeats that next section again. And what I'm sort of hearing coming out of that last section again here, and I might actually need to do this now while it's in the brain, a section that kind of takes it somewhere else again, but that's kind of different and in a kind of almost like with a conclusion in mind, I guess, with something that kind of is going to end whatever this story is. So thanks for the tips, Lenny. Really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. I often have these troubles when I have something I really enjoy, that I'm enjoying writing, that I sometimes I get stuck trying to think of something to accompany that afterwards, like as in like a certain section, like say if it's like a cool riff, and then trying to come up with like a verse or a chorus to go with it, and I can't do it because I like the riff so much that I feel like I'm going to ruin it by adding anything to it. This has a potential for being that kind of thing. So I'm so not used to writing in standard tuning. I'm so used to hearing like a big chunk when I go like, but it's like, it's just not quite hitting the way I'd normally like. But I don't want that to be the excuse. I want, like, there's plenty of cool riffs and stuff and songs that are written in standard tuning that sound heavy as. And I'm trying to get that vibe here. And I just think I need to be a little bit smarter about it. Dang it. Try that again. Something about it. I'm not digging it. And I think it's the chord progression. I don't mind the double kick and stuff. I think that's really fun. And I think it's a good way to kind of like open it up. The thing I'm wanting to do there is not quite to the level of the rest of the song. So much so that I just deleted it because I just not, and I'm not just saying this as an excuse to buy a new guitar. But this is where I reckon a 7-string is where it starts to you get to sort of see the worth of something like a 7-string, because this song, I don't think you could play this song in anything other than standard tuning. Like this riff, I don't think really works. I mean, it could, but I don't think this is going to work in a lower tuning. And I don't think it needs to be in a lower tuning, but where my idea is for this last part, it really goes to a lower kind of more guttural, kind of heavier sounding place to kind of round it off. It's like it's finishing off this story. That bit there, I haven't anywhere near as much impact. So much better. Especially that bit. It needs to be that snappy high A. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is you could stay in standard tuning and you could go to that low A if you tuned it down or whatever you wanted to do there, to get a little bit more impact in the riff without necessarily having to change the notes. You're just going to a lower octave of those notes. I could try and emulate it on this guitar because it's the closest thing I've got that would be able to get to a note like an A. But it's not going to like it. This is my detuning guitar, but C's about as low as I go on this guitar. See, already right there, that lower note is giving me way more of a feel of like what I'm going for. I don't want to buy a new guitar. Beck will not let me either, and I don't blame her. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay, here we go. See what I mean? Like that's already got way more cooler attitude than the standard tuning. I think I like this because way darker, and it's got more of a finality to it. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like things have gone awry and bad things have potentially happened. And now we're dealing with the consequences. And it also sounds a bit Deftonesy, which I'm okay with. And then, okay, yeah, then it needs to open. Oh, hang on, no. How long have we been on for? An hour and a half-ish. I'm already losing it. Ugh. Let's get that guitar in there. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, Red, thank you so much. You don't have to do that, mate. Seriously. That's really generous of you to do that. Thank you. I feel bad. This is definitely not why I do it. I do this because I enjoy it, but I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. Not sounding great at the moment, but give it a minute. Hopefully this will improve when I put the double in. Well, all you need to know is that I appreciate it, Red. That's all you need to know. Thank you so much. Oh, dang it. I'm Oh my God, what is that? What is the time? And now I'm all thrown off. I'm all flustered. Let's go and let's go and slam some stuff down and see how this goes. That's it. I think that's all it needed. Who would have thought tuning your guitar down really low for metal works? Still some dud things to fix, but in terms of just a proof of concept. Thanks, Mike. I think for what it is, then I think that's doing what it needs to do. Shall we listen from the start and call it a stream? Let's. Go away, click. Always, Mike. Never been about speed ever in my life. Get me couch. Stat. Right there, I think you could come in with a big like that could be cool. That was bad. What I did then. It was like a big, massive part. But I'm worried that it's going to take away from the next bit. bass line as well, but I don't hate it. Just wonder if there's something better I can do. Not bad, Mike. It's okay. I don't mind it. Glad you like it. It's like one of those construction work in progress signs right there. Okay. Take that as a massive compliment, Mike. Cool. That's a song. That's done. I mean, it's ready to be done properly, is what I should say. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Red, you cheeky bugger. I really appreciate it. For those who didn't know, Red donated me some American dollars, and that is just ridiculously generous. And that's not why I do this, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. So thank you so much. All right, I gotta go.